Hey Cal fans, it's Burke18 over at California Golden Blogs, and today I'm going to break down the North Carolina zone rushing attack, which we're going to see a heavy dose of on September 2nd. North Carolina's head coach Larry Fedora was an early adopter of the no-huddle spread offense, which he ran for the first time at Middle Tennessee in 1999. And what you're seeing in this screen grab is one of the spread formations that North Carolina used most often last season to attack the 3-4 defenses of Stanford and Virginia. As you can see here, this is a 2-back, 3-wide spread formation, and when the Tar Heels are in this set, you're expecting some kind of a zone run. Now, on these zone runs, the entire offensive line is going to step in the same direction. They're not trying to open up one specific hole, they're just trying to get movement in the front, and then it's up to the running back to pick the open lane and to go gain yards. The key to running zone well and to defending it is the combo block. And on this kind of block, two offensive linemen are going to double team one down lineman before one of them slides off for a second level defender. Here we see the center and right guard double teaming the nose tackle before the center releases up to block that safety. Here it is one more time. We get our double team on the nose tackle, and then our center slides off to take that safety and create the right edge of the hole. Zone running is going to work just by pairing these combo blocks all the way down the line. So we just saw a combo block between the center and the right guard, and now we can see the same kind of combo block where the left tackle and left guard combo from the defensive end up to the inside linebacker. Now notice here how the left tackle blocks the defensive end first before he slides off and the right guard overtakes the block while the left tackle heads up for the linebacker. And this is what creates the lane for the running back to get into the end zone. Here it is one more time in slow motion. The key to defending these zone runs is going to be in shutting down these combo blocks, and here we're going to see a play where Stanford does exactly that, forcing the running back inside to Solomon Thomas, who sheds his blocker and gets in on the tackle. Now what I want you to focus on this time around is the combo block by the left tackle and left guard from the defensive end up to the inside linebacker, and more specifically on the block of the left tackle on the defensive end. Look at how the defensive end gets hands on that left tackle and controls him, preventing him from getting off to another block. And here we can see that he's had to stay on that defensive end for so long that there's no vertical seam between those two offensive linemen for the running back to cut through. This time around, let's watch the combo block of the center and right guard from the nose tackle up to the inside linebacker. And we see here that this combo block isn't getting a lot of push and that the nose tackle is still within a yard of the line of scrimmage by the time the center leaves the block. We can also see that when the center engages the linebacker, this whole pile is within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage. Now this is in contrast with the combo block on the nose tackle from the Virginia game. As the play develops, we see that the nose tackle gets pushed back about 3 yards, and that by the time the center takes on the safety, they're already 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. Everyone knows that it's a bad thing to have your nose tackle blown 3 yards off the line of scrimmage, but what's the problem that this creates for this particular play? We can see it by watching what happens to this unblocked linebacker on the backside of the play. Watch as the nose tackle gets pushed back off the line, he's pushed right into the path of that unblocked linebacker, which prevents him from getting across to make a play on the ball. On these combo blocks, the offensive linemen want to deposit the defensive lineman into the lap of the linebacker so that he can't get a good angle to the ball, whether we're able to block him or not. I want to close this video by talking about the fullback, who I've largely ignored up until now. For North Carolina, this is actually their tight end, who they put in the backfield a lot to serve as a lead blocker. So what does it mean that North Carolina likes to run zone out of this two-back formation, and what can this tell us about their offense? To understand this, we have to look at the coverage that Stanford's playing and how this impacts the run game. When we look at the bottom of the screen, we see that Stanford's got 3 defensive backs lined up over only 2 receivers. And this means that North Carolina's receivers aren't going to be able to block all of the threats on the edge. That's why they're bringing in the fullback to take care of that 3rd defensive back. Not only do they bring in that fullback, but their wide receivers are blocking as well. They aren't running bubble screens, they aren't running slants, the quarterback doesn't have the option to pull the ball and throw to one of them. They do have some plays where these options exist, but they aren't a major part of their offensive identity, and this is going to make their running game much more like Utah's than like what we've seen in conference from coaches like Chip Kelly, Rich Rodriguez, Noel Mazzoni, or Tony Franklin. They're mainly focused on getting everything blocked up, and if you can fit well against their basic run plays, then you should be able to take away this aspect of their offense. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and go Bears!